just paced so slowly, and it's weird because I'm also playing Into the Breach, which is a slow game. Like
Yeah,
Into the Breach might as well just be chess because sometimes you're
it
just
is.
staring at the board for
It
like 15 minutes trying to figure out what is the most strategic way to tackle this scenario.
it is mech monster chess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pit people, you like the strategy. There's like hardly a strategy. It's a hex based tactics game for one, and you don't get to choose who you attack. If you put a guy beside another guy, he'll attack him. If he's beside two guys, he'll attack one of them. You don't get to pick, but he'll attack one, which can kind of suck when you're trying to like gang up on one, and then one of your dudes just decides to turn around and hit the other guy for whatever reason.
Hmm.
And the game even says like you don't get to choose. Like it'll just be a toss up who your characters attack. So what it ends up doing is you kind of just move your 6 people into position, and then you just keep hitting end turn until someone's dead.
Sweet.
Yeah, like you're just kind of like rolling dice, hoping like, I hope this is good. You can't even really tell specifically how much health you have. There's a health bar, but there's no like numbers on it, so you can kind of see like, okay, I look like I have about half health. I don't know how much that means. I don't know how much damage I can still take. I know when I do get hit, there's like a 2 or a 4 pops up, but like, what does that mean in terms of like how much bar I have left? So it's literally just like, I hope I'm good. I'll just try and keep my guys healthy, and then I'll just keep hitting end turn until this guy dies. I'll move all my guys over to the next guy, keep hitting end turn until they die. Like, it's just boring. You're just sitting there like just waiting for this to like run its course.
That sounds shitty.
Yeah, like it's weird. And I guess there's a huge emphasis on like it wants you to play 2-player, whether that be like online against each other or like teaming up. And I guess it's just supposed to be like a tactics game for people that don't like tactics games. They just want to like move people, have kind of a small army, and just watch people wail on each other. But like you're just kind of sitting there for a while. I don't even think it would be that great with another person, unless you kind of just like turned your minds off and were like chatting about something. Like I guess it would be a good podcast game, but only in the sense that there's something distracting you from this game. Which is a bummer because like I said, it has so much charm, and like I just love the presentation and the voice acting, and the music's great. Like there's different music for each stages. The side quests you're doing are just weird. Like the one I was streaming it on the pre-show before this. I was doing a side quest where we went to a zombie town because some zombies were being kidnapped. So you're chatting with the zombies, and they're like, "Yeah, we're getting kidnapped. Some weird lady up on the house on the hill has been kidnapping our zombies. We just want to be left alone to live, like a not life or something like that." So you go up to the house, and turns out it's some lady who's basically Man Bat from Batman.
Okay.
And she's just been sewing people's body parts onto her like minions. So she's like, "You're gonna have to fight my guy. He's really good at making cakes and also really good at hitting home runs." And because one of his arms is a baseball bat and the other one is just a cake.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
the game is real funny. And so you're fighting that, and there's even like these side quests. There's like parts to them. Like at the end, you don't defeat her because you realize she's immortal. So there's a part 2 you can unlock to go do these side quests again. So it's kind of interesting. Everything's great until you have to play it, and then it just is so boring. Maybe I need to turn the game speed up to like max. Then I'm just worried like at the small chance that I might get overrun, and then that kind of sucks. And there is a mode, I don't even know if I have it set, where if you lose a character, they're gone forever. Luckily it's not a big deal because this game's all about like recruiting enemies. So if there's one enemy left and you have this specific item which you can just purchase before you leave the town, you can like capture them basically kind of Pokemon style and then have them on your team.
Okay.
So you can capture like anyone you want. I'm assuming you can't do it to bosses, but
Probably not.
I actually didn't really try. You might be able to. I don't know. Maybe if it's the end of like a quest line, you could do it. I don't know. But right now, like my team is the main dad character I talked about. And you can also customize everyone. You can customize what's on their head, what's on their arms. You can give them shields and stuff. I have this one princess who's really good with a mallet. I have a cupcake who heals my characters. I have a giant pirate guy. He's pretty good.
Okay.
And then I have like the recruiter chick. You need to have her in your party if you want to recruit people. And like there's like cyclopses and I just another side quest I was doing was this penguin was controlling an army of firemen who just wanted to freeze everything
Oh
because they were
no.
tired of their backyards being full of lava.
Yeah, all right. I can see
Like,
that if you were a fireman, you'd just be sick of seeing fires all day.
yeah, and they even stopped during the fight and they're like, "Wait, you guys are firemen. Why are you trying to like freeze everything?" And they're like, sometimes too much fire is a thing. And then it's just like, okay, and then you go back to fighting. So like I said, like it's funny, it's presented great. It's just boring to play, which really sucks because I want to see the jokes they wrote there. Like they put a lot of work into this presentation, but it just kind of turned me off. And in fact, when I was streaming it was like the second time I played it, and I kind of just finished that like I'm just like so done with this. I don't have time. There's not enough holding me here, so that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But that's Pit People. Castle Crashers though is a pretty good game from the Behemoth.
Yep. It's true.
Yep.
I liked Alien Hominid a lot too.
Alien Hominid's good too. I didn't play Battle Block Theater.
I thought it was okay.
And I think it's the same kind of voice actor narrator that Battle Block Theater had.
It's always Stamper doing all that shit.
Oh, is it like a known person? I don't know this.
He's a YouTuber, yeah.
Okay, all right. He does a great job. I'll just say that. So
That's why he always does it.
yeah. Again, I will just recommend look up the intro cutscene for Pit People because it's really great. Anyways, that's all I've been playing. What about you, John?
Cool.
Finished Yakuza Kiwami with Reese. So
Oh,
now
okay.
Yep. So that was pretty good. I can definitely start playing more games in that series.
Only
It
two
wasn't
is
it.
being made, right?
I think it's out in Japan, but not out over here yet.
Okay. I know 6 is coming out soon.
6 is in May, I want to say.
Is it that far away? They just had the demo.
It's either this month or May. It's one of the M months.
Okay. Well, it's not this month. I just looked up what's this month. So
Okay. Well, December 8th in Japan. So there you go. That's helpful. April 17th. So I was totally wrong.
okay.
It's next month.
Yeah, I thought it was sooner. So
But yeah, I'm debating whether or not we're just going to wait for Kiwami 2 or just start playing the original version of 2 on the PS2, which is going to be a little rough.
What is the release date for Kiwami 2?
There is none yet.
Okay.
It came out in Japan December 7th, and there's no release date for North America yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I would do. Like, I think I would hold off for the remake, especially just to give myself a break from Yakuza.
I mean, I can see that, but like I'm looking here now, the release date gap between Yakuza 6 and when we're getting it is a year and a half.
So you'd have to wait a year and a half, you think? Okay.
Yeah, which that's a bit much.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Especially considering there's no plans for Kiwami 3 or anything like that. So 3, 4, and 5 we'd have to play on the PS3.
Yeah.
So we might just bite the bullet on this one then. Other than that, Bailey pretty much just played stuff on stream. We beat 2 fairly rare NES games on Monday. We beat Power Blade 2 and The Flintstones, The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak, both by Taito.
Okay.
They were both kind of annoying at the very end. The Flintstones final stage was surprisingly awful. Like, exceptionally hard and bad for a Flintstones game, of all things. You basically get chased by this boulder the entire time, and you have just enough room to pull everything off perfectly. You cannot make any mistakes or you die and have to do the whole thing over. And then after you do all of that, you have to fight a boss, or 2 bosses rather. And that's all after like an entire stage too. So like the ending, the last stage was surprisingly awful, but everything else about that game was fine. And same with the Power Blade. The last stage was kind of awful. Although there was another stage where you had to like dodge these giant fans with a rocket pack, and they could throw you into each other and just kill you.
Ugh.
No matter what part of the fan you touched, and no matter if the fans were on or off, they just instantly killed you.
God, I hate fans in video games. They're the worst.
Mm-hmm. They're both fun games, though. I do recommend them aside the frustration. Otherwise, last night we did a bunch of FMV game streaming. So
Which ones? I'm excited.
That was a treat. We did the Don Bluth trilogy first. So we did Dragon's Lair 1, Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say Space Ace was the best of the three. It's also the only one that we managed to beat.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
If you haven't seen those, they're just basically animated video game like movies. They're pretty good.
I own the first one on Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, because you got it from the store, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I'm surprised you remember that. I don't know how I got that. I think I was just like
I think it was
advertising games one day, and then I saw this game just in our PlayStation section, and it was like $1.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was being written off, and you were just like, I'm just gonna take it home, or like I'm just gonna buy it. Like I think it was a penny or something when you got it.
It was definitely like really cheap. Yeah, I didn't just take it home, that's for sure, but it was definitely super cheap. But I remember just being like, this isn't even like for like a game console. This is just for like a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, and back in the early 80s, that was a giant ass arcade machine, Laserdisc.
Right.
Yep.
It's crazy. Other than that, we played a bunch on the Sega CD. We played Sewer Shark, which is the one that came with the Sega CD.
Okay, yeah.
This is the one where you're flying through a bunch of tubes and you have to shoot like a bunch of like rats on the walls.
I heard it's
like follow
so
maze.
bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We didn't score well enough, so the game just auto-killed us.
Okay.
And it just does that randomly. It's like, yeah, you're not doing good enough. Bye. And then you just have to start everything over. It's really rough. But like the acting is just so perfect. So perfectly awful. It's so good.
Right.
The
is this made ironically?
No, it was made seriously. I'm sure they were probably joking around when they like wrote the script, but it's very, very weird. Like at one point, the scene where we were told we were about to get killed no matter what, the main villain was riding on a jet ski in a beach holding like a ham hock, and he had like a lady riding behind him, his secretary. So he's just like eating this ham hock and being like, yeah, you're not doing very good. You're doing inadequately. So I got to get you killed. Sorry. Like nothing personal. And then you just die.
That's great. That's really good.
It's really weird, but it was fun. Then we played a boxing game called Prize Fighter. So this is an FMV fighting game, or a boxing game rather, where like there's footage of a boxer like attacking the camera, and you have to just punch at the right time in the right way to like do damage to him instead. It'll just interrupt the footage.
Right.
And it's just that for like 3 rounds of a boxing match. It was really bad, like awfully bad. Like you can turn on training mode to see in the first round when you should punch. And even then, sometimes your punches still won't connect. Blocking seemed exceptionally useless, and it just was nearly impossible to figure out when you were supposed to hit someone correctly.
Oh, this game. Yeah. I've seen clips of this here and there.
It's real bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
Also, the whole thing's black and white, and like the actual boxing footage is just a little tiny square in the middle of everything.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's just super bad. I had some other Prize Fighter for the Sega CD.
Okay.
I had actually had a bunch more FMV games I wanted to play. I have like a basketball one starring Scottie Pippen.
Oh man.
I think it's Scottie Pippen in Slam City or something like that, and we couldn't do it.
Oh damn.
Who is Scottie Pippen?
One of the Bulls players back in like the glory days.
Okay.
What else? We played. There was another Sega CD game before. Oh, Wirehead. Wirehead is about a father who has a remote control placed into him, so he can be like remote controlled through whatever means. I guess we're putting control of the player, or as the player, and we just have to tell him what direction to move, and then he'll have to figure out what to do as a result. So he's like, people are attempting to kidnap him to try to find this doctor that did the surgery in the first place. You have the remote control.
Pretty amazing box art.
The Wirehead one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of great.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. In it, you have to like ride a skateboard to escape like these guys pretending to be the FBI. You have to escape a plane. We ended up fighting a bear at some point. It just kind of was like super over the top, and it was actually really entertaining for what was just like pick a direction and hope. Then we ended the night with Night Trap, the 25th anniversary edition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we
have
had to
that
play
too.
it. Let's be real, we had to play it. Yeah, it's not that good.
No, it's really bad. Yeah.
No, Night Trap's just mainly notorious for the shit that happened to ESRB. But the only way to play that game is to follow a guide. That's
Yep.
the only way to beat that game, and it's boring as shit to do that.
Wait,
Yep.
did you play the re-release? That
The
recent
re-release,
one?
yeah.
Okay.
The 25th anniversary one. And we played the Steam version.
Was it Steamy?
No, not even remotely.
Oh, okay. I've never played Night Trap.
It was kind of a cool idea because it's like you have 8 cameras you jump between, and there's a story going on a bunch of the cameras. They're walking back and forth between different sets, but you have to also jump around and fight monsters. You have to basically kill these monsters that are going to run around and try to kill the teenagers by jumping to the screens and triggering traps when they're over them. But randomly, the code you use to activate the traps will change. So you have to also pay attention to the actors, because sometimes they'll say like, hey, go down to the basement and change the code to purple. So you'll have to like wait for them to leave and then switch your code to purple and keep doing it like that. And I forget how long the actual Night Trap movie is. I want to say half an hour to an hour. Somewhere in that range. Like we kept dying around the 14. No, I don't even think it was 14. It might have been 8-minute mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like the story is absolutely bonkers, which is the cool part. But if you're not good at the game or don't know when to actually get the bad guys, you don't get to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Right.
it's a real problem.
Yeah, at least this one alleviates some of the issues. If you can manage to beat the game, there's straight up a mode where you can just watch the story so you can actually see what the hell was happening. But other than
25 minutes.
25 minutes. So imagine just reading a
Roughly.
guide for 25 minutes for figuring out when and where to trigger stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and every minute there's at least 2 or 3 things you have to do, minimum. So you're switching around a lot and just it's stupid. Like it's actually just a bad game, but a funny experience, I guess.
It's a schlocky experience, and that's really the reason it got remade.
Yeah.
Other than that's
Doesn't the Gunstringer have an FMV mode?
probably
The Wavy Tube Man Chronicles?
Yeah, Wavy Tube Man
yes,
Chronicles.
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have played that.
God,
True.
if only. Doesn't that? I don't have a Kinect.
Oh.
Is it? Yeah, is it only Connect?
Yeah.
Gunstringers Kinect only, yeah.
Okay, I thought that came on PC at some
Because
point.
I'm pretty sure you have to put up
did
your
it?
hand like a gun, right?
Yeah, well, because I played the first, not the Wavy Two Man one, but the other mode, and you have to put both hands up because one is like a marionette hand where you control him, and the other one is like you just wave around for the gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not on Steam, so I'm going to assume it's probably just Xbox exclusive.
And 360 at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gunstringer's good.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's all I played.
All right.
Cool.
All right. That's fine because we got a bunch of news to get through.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of news. And there's no real great order for this. Fortnite is coming to mobile game platforms.
I didn't actually know this. This is hilarious.
Yeah. And it's going to be cross, like you'll be able to play against people on the PC.
Oh my god. What?
How?
Okay.
Let's see. In partnership with our friends at Sony, Fortnite Battle Royale will support cross-play and cross-progression between PS4, PC, Mac, iOS, and eventually Android.
My God.
Amazing.
This means players across devices can squad up with friends and play together.
Also, here's a question. Why is John Wick in the Fortnite logo up top of the screen?
That's a good question.
It does kind of look like John Wick, yeah. Anyway, I'm just kind of curious, like, how that's going to be, and, like, maybe this is the real way to play it. Maybe this is, like, the best way to play it. Or is there going to be some weird, like, side mode where you could, like... Remember, wasn't it, like, one of the Need for Speeds, if you had, like, synced up your tablet, you could, like, call in helicopters or something?
Yeah, that was Rivals?
Was that Rivals?
I think.
Maybe. I don't think I ever did that.
Apparently there's just a John Wick skin you can get in Fortnite.
Okay, sure.
John Wick and John Wick 2 are good movies. So, starting Monday, March 12th, you can sign up for their invite list at Fortnite.com to get on the iOS invite event. Email invites will start rolling out soon after. Man, maybe I should do this just to see what it is.
You should. If I had iOS, I totally would.
But I feel like I need to play the game first.
Well, then play the game. It's free. Just download it.
Now I gotta like play a game and sign up for this mailing list.
I mean,
I don't even know how to sign up for this thing.
Yeah, it doesn't really say that. It just says go to Fortnite.com.
Yeah, and I went there, and all it says is like play free, which I'm assuming is just going to download Fortnite onto my
that's what
computer,
it'll do.
which I don't need right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a really weird thing that's happening, but I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened today.
Yeah, surprisingly good Direct.
Okay, so I was gonna say that I was kind of just like whatever.
Okay,
Really?
I mean,
I'm a bit surprised. I'm surprised. There's a couple games there I figured that you would have been really excited about.
I was at work, so I saw 2 announcements, and I was kind of okay with both of them. But
yeah, for the most part, I was just like, yeah, I mean it's good that they're doing that, but there was something that was literally like, yeah, I cannot wait.
And I know
that.
why. It's because 3DS. Like you said, you don't want to use your 3DS anymore.
A bunch of them are on the 3DS, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? Most of the ones I thought you'd be excited for were 3DS.
I was just about to say, John, which ones did you think I was going to be excited for?
WarioWare Gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably Luigi's Mansion.
Nah.
Really? I thought for some reason
I'm
you
with
were
you on that.
all in.
Give or take it. I played Dark Moon, and I was like, okay, this is fine.
I am surprised. I guess we'll say it like they announced a remake of the original Luigi's Mansion for 3DS.
Yeah.
And my reaction was like, okay, why?
Yeah, no.
It's the good Mario game on the GameCube.
I was watching it before you came on, John, in the call with Sean here, and I was like, huh. Like, verbally was like, wait, okay. Yeah. Why isn't that out on Switch? Like, if you're going to put that out at all...
You know why it's not on Switch is because they already have the assets from Dark Moon, so it's an easy conversion.
Yeah.
I'm just more like, why is this what Next Level Games is having to work on? Yeah. Why?
That's weird.
It's probably the same reason there's all these like Wii U ports. Is it's like this is really cheap for us to do.
Yeah,
and it's an easy check for us to like get some cash in here while we work on something else.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
sure.
I think the link I have is in order. Because it was someone like live tweeting it.
Yeah.
So we can just kind of go down it. WarioWare Gold, which I understand is just a compilation of other WarioWare stuff with some new.
There's over 300 micro games in it. It looks like it's a best of the last few WarioWare games and new ones.
Yeah. So kind of like Rhythm Heaven
Fever. Yeah.
Was Fever?
Mega Mix actually.
Mega Mix. Right. Yeah. So kind of like that. Which I never played enough of that game either. But anyways, yeah, this is 3DS, August 3rd. I really wish this was Switch. Like, if this was Switch,
I do too.
I would be excited. Because come on.
I think it's still good, but I really do wish this was Switch as well.
Detective Pikachu, as we said earlier,
it's out in like 2 weeks.
Yo, why did this guy skip Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers? I thought that looked neat.
That did look neat. I'm surprised it's not here.
I don't know.
Because this guy obviously doesn't know what he's doing. Because I thought that looked like one of the more impressive things on the 3DS that they're releasing. If it works, I guess.
This is a sequel to Dylan's...
Rolling Western's the original one. I forget what the second one is. This is the third one, if not the fourth.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I thought there was one of these, so...
Yeah. Dylan is the Sonic for the new generation that never caught on, basically.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion Remake, as we mentioned, which has like a boss rush mode now, and the bottom screen is a map.
This guy didn't say anything about Bowser's Inside Story either.
I guess not. Man, I didn't like curate this guy's Twitter feed, all right? Like, don't put this on me, for one. For two, though, I will say about Bowser's Inside Story, that game is coming in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what I wanted to bring up about
Holy shit.
Why?
That's really
First off, wasn't the Bowser's Inside Story announced like is last year, if not like 2 years ago?
No, Bowser. This is the first time Bowser's Inside Story got announced.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Superstar Saga, which came out in like September.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what I'm thinking of. I didn't know they were doing multiple remakes.
I didn't either.
Game
Also,
Boy
they
games.
skipped one, which is kind of weird. They skipped Partners in Time and went straight to
Oh, that's
Bowser's
right.
Inside Story. Which,
Maybe
to be
is
fair,
that-
Partners in Time was the worst one, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say maybe that one's not great because I know I played the first one, and then I remember a lot of people enjoying the third one.
The third one
Yeah.
is, I believe, considered the best.
And then I played that like Luigi centric one on the
Dream Team.
Dream Team. I played that one, and that game's too long. Anyway, 2019. Who's stoked to have their 3DS out in 2019?
I can't believe they straight up have
Dude.
now said, yeah, 2019, you're still playing 3DS.
That's like the talking point for that game. That's why I wanted it to get brought.
That's also like so crazy because like that is so far away. Like, why even announce that it's going to take that long? What other games are coming out in 2019?
I don't know. We could look up a list, I guess.
Is this the only game that's currently scheduled for 2019?
No, there's no way.
There
There's
has
got
to be
some.
more.
There's got to be some big title.
Yeah.
Games coming out in 2019.
Yeah. What do we got?
This is according to Forbes.com.
Oh, good.
Shadow of the Colossus for the PlayStation 2.
Wait, what?
Ni no Kuni 2. Monster Hunter World. Okay.
Good job, Forbes.
This is top upcoming video games of 2018 and beyond. That's
Oh
the
my
furthest
God.
I can. Maybe maybe Wikipedia upcoming video games. Okay.
Hang on. You're not. Oh, that's January. Okay. I
Okay,
thought-
here we go.
for some reason,
Here there
Google.
are, as far as Wikipedia is concerned, there are 4 games.
Yeah.
Now there's 5 though. Here's
Yeah.
the 4 Wikipedia has. Anthem. Is it Anthem this year?
It's probably getting bumped. It wouldn't
Yeah,
shock
it's
me.
supposed to be, but that's not a shock.
Session, which is an upcoming skateboarding video game by Montreal independent developer Cree-Chur Studios.
Oh, it's considered the spiritual successor to Skate.
Okay.
Okay, I'm into that. Sure.
Unsung Story.
Why does that sound familiar?
Tale of the Guardians. I don't know. It sounds like a Final Fantasy thing.
Tactical role-playing game by Little
It's
Orbit.
a Kickstarter game by developer Playdeck. Coming out to
Oh,
every platform. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, whatever that is. And Wasteland 3.
Dude, all right. I'm down for Wasteland. More Wasteland.
And now this remake of Bowser's Inside Story.
I have to say, out of the 5, this is the least impressive thing coming out in 2019 so far. We'll have to see.
What's the new stuff they have? Oh, Bowser Jr. side story, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. What was he doing during Bowser's Inside Story? I don't know.
Did we talk
They
about
also
Detective Pikachu?
I mentioned it. You didn't? Did you have more to
Yeah,
talk about?
it's out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not really. It's just weird to me still that he has a voice, and I really wish it was Danny DeVito. Still,
Right.
It feels like it's trying to be though, because it's like
It's-
a deep, gravelly voice.
I
It
feel
is
like
deep,
it's-
which is good.
I feel like it's trying a little too hard, though. Like,
Well, now here's the thing.
it doesn't
In the
feel
Detective
natural.
Pikachu movie that's also coming out, it's Ryan Reynolds. So
oh, that's
Which is kind of a different thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
he doesn't have like a super deep voice. This one is like gruff, like private eye noir Pikachu kind of
yeah.
voice. So I don't know, man.
I mean, the thing that got me was the Swift attack joke, and he's just like
Oh, yeah.
out of shape. Obviously, it's really good.
I
think-
didn't even notice that, but okay.
Yeah, like he goes like quick attack, and
Yeah.
then he like takes 2 steps. He's like, "How to look?"
See, that even seems like Danny DeVito's character from Hercules,
Dude,
right?
yes.
Kind of, yeah.
So, I mean, maybe there's like some heart to this game. Like, maybe they understand the joke. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think they definitely understand the joke. I just don't think they got the right guy for it.
Or this game is just for kids.
More than likely.
So,
Sure.
I mean, don't get your hopes too high, but like in a parallel universe, there's a Detective Pikachu game out there that is weird.
I think there
weirdly
was even
dark.
an interview with Danny DeVito, and he said like he wouldn't do it because he doesn't know what Pokemon is.
Oh,
Okay.
they
something like
very
that. I think
likely
it's-
might have just asked him then.
Maybe. I mean, he is in those M&M commercials.
Yeah.
So, anyway, where were we? Kirby Star Allies is still coming out.
Yep.
And it's going to have
Demos up.
post-launch DLC of
Mm-hmm.
random characters from different games. I kind of liked that they mentioned which game these characters were from.
Yeah.
Not that I ever knew the names of any of these characters. But, you know, in case you do, your favorite character, Gooey from Kirby's Dream Land 3, he's coming.
Hooray!
And Marks from Kirby Superstar.
Marks was actually a surprise because Marks is the villain of one of the games.
Okay. I mean,
So
so
it's
is King Dedede, well as Bandana
Dedede's-
Waddle Dee.
And all three of those, like Bandana Waldi, Meta Knight, and DDD, have all been established as like they were just villains for like situationally
Okay.
in the expanded Kirby lore.
What about the character Rick and Kine and Ku?
Rick, Ku, and Kine are they're really good animal partners. Like they were the first things that got implemented.
Okay.
Because they were in Kirby 2, Kirby Dream Land 2, Kirby Dream Land 3, so like they're really well sought after. Like people like them.
All right, I'll have to take your word for it. I'm kind of just like not super into this Kirby game.
I'm gonna play it day one. I'm excited, and at least that DLC is free, so it's not that bad.
Right. It just kind of just like it doesn't even seem like every Kirby game has kind of like a gimmick, right? Like here's the new thing. This one just doesn't seem very interesting if you don't have three friends.
But it's
The way I'm
Kirby.
looking at it, it's probably just gonna be the exact same as Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, the Wii one.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of why I'm not super interested in it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like it's nothing like it's not an epic yarn.
Gotcha.
They're not doing anything kind of
I don't know.
new.
That's
It's just-
exactly why I am interested in it, because I like those Kirby games.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okami's coming out on the Switch because that's a platform that Okami's not on,
Yeah.
Yep. That's true.
but not for long.
I mean,
But
it makes me
it's-
glad I didn't buy it. I was going to buy it last year on PC. I'm glad I didn't now because this seems like
Still-
a better way to do it.
Still a little weird that we have to wait till summer to get it, though.
Yep.
It's probably because of all those sweet motion controls they're putting in there.
Oh
boy.
Yep.
So
probably.
you can use the touch screen to draw, or if they say in handheld mode you can use the touch screen, in docked mode you can use a Joy-Con and wave it around.
Right.
Hooray.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
They did
guess
that
who's just
before.
going to use the right thumbstick like you did in the original version?
Yeah, exactly. I hear that game's too long. That's what I always hear about Okami.
I can see that. It has like 3 or 4 story arcs.
Yeah.
This next game though, this game looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sushi Striker, what's the Way of Sushido?
Yep.
Which it kind of just looked like a match 3 game, but it's like competitive and you're like throwing sushi at your opponent. I don't really know. There was a lot going on the screen. But it had like full anime cutscenes and like weird creatures. Like this looks anime out the ass. I was kind of into it. I hope this game's kind of good. And it's like I think it's $40, so it's like
Ooh.
a mid-tier title. I don't
Yeah.
know. I hope this
Okay.
game's good.
Yeah, I do too. Actually, it looks cute if nothing else.
Coming out June 8th.
Yeah.
They then talked a little bit about Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, that game
guess was
still
like-
looks cool.
Which I guess they locked on the name now because it's no
Right.
longer Project Octopath Traveler. It's just Octopath Traveler.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like a Final Fantasy game. So that's July 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a special edition for that if you want like a CD or a map. They showed No More Heroes, which
Yeah.
I guess this is probably the game I'm most excited for.
But it's also very not No More Heroes, it
Yeah.
looks like.
I think that's what I'm excited for. I don't like No More
Right.
Heroes.
That's fair. It's also been a long time since 2, so they've had time to just come up with something crazier. It looks like it's just like a bunch of like crazy mini games, but like extended out longer. Like they look
Yeah.
more like a beat 'em up style kind of game.
I think
Right,
I'm
I wouldn't
into
say
it.
mini games. He's going to be inside of different game genres, so you're going to be kind of doing different stuff. There was definitely a lot of fighting
Yeah.
in that trailer, though.
Yeah, it looked like a top down. You know what it reminded me of? A single player Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Okay.
or like that kind of game.
All right, isn't that just like an action adventure game?
I mean more like like a Diablo style
Like a
top
Diablo.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know: can you still turn into a tiger?
There were a lot of tiger-ish moves. Like he did the tiger backdrop, and there was the tiger silhouette.
Yeah, I thought I saw like a laser tiger at one point, but he didn't turn into a tiger, and you can do that in the second game.
Wouldn't surprise me if you could unlock something like that.
Can you also shake the Joy-Con, like you did in the first game, like it was a dick?
No, you can't.
Don't know about that.
These are the questions we need to ask. Why is no one asking these questions?
Also, it's 2-player cooperative.
Okay, all right. I do remember that. You could give the Joy-Con to a friend.
Yeah, I remember you making fun of that.
Yeah, as I said, why would you want to do that to a friend? Make him play with a Joy-Con? That just sounds like the worst.
Yeah.
They reminded us that is coming exclusive to the Switch this year, which of course it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
Network test announced for Dark Souls. What was that?
Yeah, so the Dark Souls is coming, but they're basically doing a beta on the Switch network to see how it's going to run and to let people try it out for those who have never played a Dark Souls game before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, the best piece of news.
Yeah, this is probably the best news. Please, someone who's excited, take it away.
Solara Stora is coming as an amiibo.
Oh my god!
Praise the
sun! Why? And using it just does the fucking
it's
emote.
So good.
Yeah, I kind of like that it does like nothing, which is very good.
It does less than nothing. It can actually fuck you. Oh, it's so good.
I feel like this is the Dark Souls people just like laughing at what amiibo are and then just kind of being like, well, I know a way to make this like real stupid.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
And the best part is they're going to make money off of it. People are going to buy it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Paul, day one, you getting this?
I mean, yeah, of course. I'm getting it on Switch and PC when it comes out.
I meant the amiibo.
Yeah, and the amiibo. You have to get the amiibo if you get it on Switch. It's the law.
Okay, all right.
The law of Nintendo.
Yeah. If I can find
must
one,
obey.
actually. I really hope that they have these in stock somewhere.
I'm sure you'll be able to like pre-order them. Can't you do that for amiibo?
Probably.
I think
I've
you
never
can on
tried.
Amazon.
Depends on the place.
Dark Souls is coming May 25th. They talked about Mario Aces. You can aim the ball with gyro controls.
I'm gonna be real. I hate the gyro control thing, but they made this game look real good. I'm actually excited for this.
Yeah, I mean, you were excited before, though, right?
Yeah, but like they basically said, like, all right, here's Mario Tennis, but now we've added like a super meter you can burn to do various things. So yeah, like you can do, like, I forget what the hell they call it, like an ace shot or something like that, and then you can aim the shot, hopefully without motion controls. But then there's also like you can break your opponent's racket with certain shots,
Right.
and if they break too many of their rackets, then they're just out of the game straight up. But there's also like a weird blocking system, and there's also a defense mode where you can speed up and like try to catch balls and stuff like that. There's like this weird dodging system where it takes longer to get to the ball, but if you hit it, you get more energy back. Like I'm impressed with the weird little touches they're adding into this to try to make it more complex. And at the same time, they're like, yeah, this might be too much for some people, so don't worry. Regular tennis is also here. Here's standard mode as well.
Standard Mario Tennis mode, yeah. Which is, I guess that's good to put that in there. They're also doing a pre-launch tournament, which is, I guess, will be kind of a demo. That's on June 22nd.
Oh, did it have a date? I didn't realize that. No, sure enough.
Yep. That'll be cool.
Those will be one-on-one online tournaments.
Yep.
After that, they did Captain Toad.
We called
which
that.
I got excited for a hot second.
That one.
Yep.
And then it's a Wii U port of Captain Toad, I should say.
I mean, of course it is. That's not surprising.
What about Captain Toad 2?
Yeah.
Not enough people play Captain Toad 1. Let's be real.
But I did.
Yes, and
But
you're probably not the market
Nintendo.
for this.
I was there, Nintendo.
Well, then buy it for the 3DS so you have a handheld version that you'll never play.
I could buy this one and have a handheld version that I'll never play. One cool thing about this one is the addition is some Odyssey Kingdom bonus stages. Specifically, New Donk City is there, which looks pretty cool.
Also, simultaneous release with a 3DS version, which is a bit surprising as well.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's coming out for Switch and 3DS on the same day.
This would probably be a cool game for the 3DS. I could see them doing some cool 3D stuff there. I would love just like all brand new stages. I would have definitely bought that. Captain Toad is great. Undertale's coming to the Switch eventually, which I was just kind of surprised to see. Like,
yeah, this
is
one
still clamoring for Undertale.
This is kind of what I'm wondering, because by now the people that really cared, even the people that didn't really care but were somewhat interested, have played it. I would have thought.
Well, now here's the thing. Remember, it only came out on PS4 and Vita like a couple months ago, like last year.
Yeah. Right, which I thought that was kind of like the final, like, all right, we are done with Undertale.
Mm-hmm.
Because didn't they like Sony announce that on one of their stage events? They were like, and we have Undertale.
Yeah.
I feel like that whole like it's that whole like momentum has passed. Who cares about Undertale at this point? You know what I mean?
I'm sure some people still enjoy it. It's
I'm
still
sure
a good
there
game.
are some people.
Right.
It just seems weird.
That game, you can get that game for like $5 on the PC, and it will run on any PC.
That's kind of why
it is not a taxing game.
That's kind of why I'm wondering like who this is for, because a lot of people have PCs and $2 during sale time.
I'm sure it's for people who never got to experience it at this point.
Yeah.
Like there are some people that are not even going to like try to game on PC. They're only going to do a console. So there's still a market for that. Also, I'm
even know what Undertale is.
I'm also pretty sure that Toby Fox has explicitly said he really wants to put a game on a Nintendo system. Like that's his dream. Okay. So this might also be that.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm just curious. Like, if you're a listener,
no, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, if you're a listener and this is like the first time you'll play Undertale, I'm just kind of curious why you'd never played it on the PC. Like, what is it about this one?
What stopped it? Yeah.
What stopped it, or why is this like the perfect storm?
Because now you might as well buy it. Like, now that you know, you might as well wait for it more if you haven't played it yet and want it on Switch.
Although they didn't put a release date, they said eventually. Like, who knows?
Oh, there wasn't a release date? Oh.
It literally said eventually.
2019.
So here's the funny thing. I got an email today saying the engine that Undertale uses only just got ported to the Switch like today. Or like they signed an agreement today or something like that.
That's why this was announced then. Because now it's possible. Yeah. Okay.
This was a weird one. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would have guessed this.
I didn't.
Well, here's the thing. This was rumored for a while, so I had a feeling it was eventually going to happen, but I'm just still surprised it did. It's also coming out for Xbox One.
Oh, okay. I hadn't heard about these rumors at all.
I mean, that's just as weird to me.
I heard about. I think the people who've been talking about these rumors have also been talking about the Spyro the Dragon trilogy that's supposedly in the works.
Oh,
I saw a funny tweet that was like, "What if Nintendo now could get Crash into Smash Bros because Sony couldn't even get Crash into PlayStation and All Stars."
Oh God, what if that actually happened? Oh my God.
How funny would that be?
It'd be really good, actually.
That's coming July 10th. That was kind of a surprise. Little Nightmares is coming to the Switch on May 18th.
Sure.
Which I actually didn't know what Little Nightmares was until I saw it. That game is just like, it's just Inside, isn't it?
It's not as good, but yeah, sure.
Sure, but I mean, like, what is at this point? Like, but it just kind of looks like one of those games.
Better than Inside, so probably that.
Limbo better than Inside. I don't know if I'd agree on that one.
I don't think I loved Inside as much as most people did, though, so it's fine.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so May 18th, if I didn't say that. South Park Fractured But Whole is coming to the Switch.
Which is also kind of a surprise, because why?
Yeah, no,
I'm surprised they're not doing the first one. I guess this one's more current, but didn't people like the first one more?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Hyrule Warriors is coming to the Switch on May 18th.
Okay.
I love that that's all they did. They just announced the release date and that was it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they've talked about this game long enough, right?
I know, but they're like, we don't need to say anything here. It's just the date. Goodbye.
Okay, there's more replies. Here we go. Lots more. More ARMS stuff, which I thought this game had died.
Nope.
Clearly not. There's a tournament happening for Canada and the US.
ARMS is actually super big in Japan. Like they had an Evo tournament for it and everything.
Weird.
Okay, well, they're not getting this tournament.
Well, no, this is literally the North American equivalent of those tournaments.
Oh, okay. You're saying
That's what I'm
there's been Japan tournaments.
Yes, and now
Okay.
we're getting them over here.
We're also getting that's going to happen on between March 8th and 18th with the finals on the 31st. And
Okay.
on the 31st, there will be a 3-day global test punch, which is it'll be like a free weekend, basically. Splatoon 2 version 3 is coming, so lots of new gear and new stages, I believe, was part of it.
New gear, new stages, and a new story mode coming with some paid DLC.
Right. The new story mode is the paid DLC. It's not part of the free update. So the paid DLC is Octo expansion, where you can play as the Octolings.
Mm-hmm.
And this actually looks kind of cool. This I was actually interested in, mainly because it's like a story mode that's not Splatoon 1.
Yeah, they said it was like 80 challenge rooms or arenas or something like that.
I was just seeing like the kind of montage of like the enemies and the weird kind of puzzles you're gonna have to solve, and it looked pretty cool. They had a real interesting trailer for the Octoling where she like woke up in this like gross subway and was like walking through this like nearly abandoned subway car with all these weird fish creatures. It was kind of cool. No price or date on those.
$20 MSRP for the DLC.
Oh, are you guessing, or did you read that somewhere?
Scroll down a little bit.
Yes, you're right. Summer 2018, $20. You were correct.
Yep.
What are we next? Oh, and then they had one more thing, and it showed two Inklings shooting each other, and then all of a sudden there was a giant flaming Smash Bros. Symbol in the background, and you saw Mario and Link silhouettes. And they said coming 2018.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, so we'll never know.
Nope.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first started seeing the trailer, because they made it like it just starts with like two Inklings fighting, it looked just like the Splatoon 1 trailer from E3. So I'm like, wait, why are they remastering Splatoon 1? There's no point for this. And then when it faded to black, and then the Inkling sees the Smash Brothers logo, I'm like, no.
I feel like everyone kind of expected Smash this year.
I mean, we actually called it on the Game of the Year show.
I knew there'd be a Smash announcement, but I thought it'd be E3. I didn't think it'd be a random direct in March.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Would this be the quickest turnaround from a release to from an announcement to a release for a Smash game?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
Although I didn't click until now, that was the 1-year anniversary Nintendo Direct, so that's probably why they announced Smash then.
Oh.
Wait, today's was a 1-year anniversary Direct?
Like the Switch came out a year ago, like off by a day or two. So it makes a lot of sense for it to have been there.
They definitely didn't like brand this as such in any way.
I know, but I'm just saying like it makes the most sense.
I don't know. I think E3 would have been a great place to announce that for sure. And then you were tweeting this, is this a new one or a port? I think with the quick turnaround, we kind of have our answer.
So here's the thing. There's a lot of speculation both ways. One, yeah, I'm on the side of the quick turnaround probably means it's a port. But then someone brought up a better idea, which I think is actually going to be the answer. It's going to be a half step, like Splatoon 2. They're going to use the same engine they did on the Switch, but they're just going to update the content. So I think it's going to be like Splatoon 2 versus Splatoon 1, where it's basically just a slightly updated version of the same game.
Right. I'm not sure if this is kind of what you're thinking. This is my guess. It'll be like what they're doing with every other Wii U port. Toad, Captain Toad. It's a port of that one with a few more bonuses thrown in there.
Well, now here's the thing. I'm wondering if it's a port. Are they going to be able to get the guest characters back that they already had? Because are they going to be able to get Ryu back? Are they going to be able to get Cloud back? Are they going to be able to get Sonic back?
Well, nothing says they have to. It's because they've dropped characters before.
That's true. But they said they dropped Ice Climbers because they couldn't get it working on the 3DS. So maybe Ice Climbers will be back. We already know the Inklings are in.
Right.
Probably going to see someone from ARMS in. If I had to guess, Springman.
I could see them doing Ice Climbers. Like that would be like a good fanfare get, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think more recent Nintendo properties they could throw in there.
Arms, Splatoon, maybe Dylan's Rolling Western, although I believe he was an assist or something in 4.
That sounds right.
God,
I
what
could
else
see
is-
Box Boy being an assist.
Yeah, probably.
Obviously, it'll be Breath of the Wild Link. You think Mario's going to have Cappy to throw?
Yeah. They'll probably finally get rid of the Flood, which makes
Oh,
sense because why do
for
they
sure.
keep having him with Flood? He hasn't had that since the GameCube.
Yeah.
Right. Did Luigi ever have his vacuum?
Yeah, that was his super. That was his
That's
Final
right.
Smash.
Right. Was there anything in that Star Fox? What was the recent Star Fox game?
0.
Was there anything in that they would bring over?
There was that little tiny robot one, but that seemed really unuseful. Maybe they'll just turn the R-Wing into like a walker, and then you just run around on the stage shooting people.
Maybe, yeah. Chibi Robo, I guess they could. They kept bringing those games. Anyway, so yeah, later this year, I still think it's going to be a port with just kind of some more stages and different characters and whatnot.
I think the most likely thing is like it's going to be a half update, maybe all the 3DS and Wii U content in one with some extra characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Some people have been saying things like the Odyssey just came out, they can't develop a new game that fast. It's not the same studio. You guys forget Nintendo has a lot of studios.
Sure.
Also, it's been 4. Someone pointed this out too. It's been 4 years since Wii U came out, Smash Wii U. So they've probably been working on this one. They've had enough time that they could theoretically do it. I'm not leaning towards it. I'm just saying that there is a possibility. I'm definitely on the port side for the guess, but there's a lot of signs saying that it could just be like a half step, a Splatoon 2, basically.
Yeah, and another thing, like, because remember, Nintendo loves announcing Smash way in advance and then just building the hype forever. And this is so early in the console life cycle, they could do a full-on new Smash on the Switch, 4 years from now.
Oh, I just realized Asa was actually referring to Captain Toad in that one. That's my mistake, but yeah.
So that could be a thing too.
I don't know. I'm curious. I'm still glad that I'm going to get some Smash.
Yep.
All right, what do we got next? WB Games have partnered with EA to be a part of their EA Origin Access program.
Sure. This makes sense.
So this will be the first non-EA games that'll be in that $5 a month subscription service.
Yeah.
Is this already available right now?
Yes.
Yeah, the 8th. Available now is going to be all of the Batman Arkham games and all of the Lego Batman games.
Yeah.
And then coming soon is The Witness, Out of the Park Baseball 19, Lost Castle, Bulletstorm Light. What is that?
Bulletstorm Light. Is that the re-release they did?
I don't think it was called Light.
No.
Wasn't it called Duke Nukem mode?
No, that was like an extra pre-order mode that came with it.
Whatever
Duke Nukem's
Bulletstorm
World
Light
Tour or
is.
something like.
And then Wasteland 2.
Dope. Wasteland.
This thing's $5 a month. What is Bulletstorm Light for PC Origin? Here we go.
Yeah. It's probably just the story mode or something.
Well, who's playing the multiplayer on Bulletstorm still?
That's what. Well, if that's what this is, nobody. Literally.
Okay, so that re-release was called Full Clip Edition.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Bulletstorm Light came out January 15th of this year.
Wait,
What?
what? You're kidding.
Okay, here we go. Battle your way through throngs of Stygia's mutated inhabitants, performing masterful kills throughout the single-player campaign using Bulletstorm Light's unique skill shot system that rewards you for executing the most creative and deadly kills imaginable. Is it just the story mode?
This is funny. EA answers HQ. There is a question about this. What is light? What's the difference between light and full clip? No multiplayer. It is just the story mode.
Story mode. It looks like on Origin it's $35 if you want to play just the story mode of this 6-year-old game.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
If people are
That's
downloading
insane.
Origin, I always recommend just go for this at Origin Access. Play whatever's in there, uninstall Origin when you're done, you're good. It's fine.
Is this the same program as the one like on the Xbox that you can get, or is that a separate subscription service?
I actually don't know. I would assume it's the same because it's through Origin and not through like Microsoft or anybody.
Right. Yeah, I don't see anything on this press release, but anyway, yeah, because I know that one on that, like my friend has it on the Xbox, and he gets access to EA games like a week early and stuff too, or he gets
Yeah.
like the first 10 hours of a lot of new games.
Yeah. It's
Which is
actually
pretty good.
kind of worth the money because it's so cheap.
It's $5, yeah, for sure. All right, more announcements from today. COD Blops 4.
Yep. I really like their Roman numeral usage of just 3 1 or 4 ones. It's real good.
Yeah.
I love how it got spoiled because a basketball player was wearing their hat.
Oh, really?
I did not know this.
That's really good.
I
love
community reveal event, which I don't know what reveal event means when it was already revealed. But May 17th, maybe it's like gameplay. You can play it on as a community member. I don't know.
I would assume they probably gave out a bunch of codes for people for that day, like big COD streamers.
The game comes out. Sorry, the game comes out October 12th. Is anyone excited for Black Ops 4? Black Ops 3 was huge, right?
I need to see what they do with it. Is it more futuristic stuff?
I can tell you that it's a shooter.
Yep. Okay.
I can tell you about Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 takes place in 2065.
Right. That's why I'm
40
wondering.
years after the events of Black Ops 2.
That's why I'm wondering if this is like it more in the future. Or like if they're gonna try to step it back like every other company because the future's kind of not interesting as a shooter.
This is a Treyarch.
Right. So this is probably going to be inherently not interesting, really.
It's not coming to Switch.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you about this game.
Okay.
Was that helpful?
I think it's time to move on.
Okay. What do I got next? The Division 2 was announced today.
This is a weird one to me. Yeah.
Trying to think what is new. What did they announce with this game? All I saw was like basically the title.
Okay. Well, I'm going to quickly look up what they announced here. Okay, so it's going to take... Wait, when does it come out? It's hard to read.
There's like no info about this.
It says March Celebration, whatever the hell that means.
That was today. They announced it.
Oh, so we're celebrating.
I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it must be soon because it says update 1.81 is in April. Global event blackout.
I'm assuming that's for the first division. Yeah, the original division will get 2 new patches, 1.81 and 1.82.
Oh, shields. Ugh.
All right.
Whatever.
They didn't talk about anything about the new game. We have a logo, so that's coming. Maybe I'll finally play the division. I heard good things about the first one.
Sure.
I heard okay things about the first one.
It's totally fine, but I don't know that it warrants a second one, maybe.
Well, they did mention, let me go back to this article about the Division 2, that it wasn't an easy decision. There are so many stories and so many experiences we want to explore within the Division that we really thought a sequel was the best way to investigate these things.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision or like trying to get anybody to actually put money behind this thing because nobody's playing their first game anymore. So, whatever. I hope it's great because that first one had missed opportunity all over it.
Nintendo filed some patents this week for some pretty exciting peripherals. We got some new Donkey Konga drums.
Hell yeah.
For the Switch.
Great.
And a keyboard. Who's excited?
So one of the
This
reasons
is the real way to play Smash on the Switch.
one of
Keyboard.
the reasons besides not wanting to spend $100 for a Pro controller that I haven't gotten a Pro controller is I kind of don't want the Switch to have things with it. I like that it's a self-contained unit I can put in my backpack and
Okay,
just,
this is where I thought you were going with that. I didn't buy a Pro controller because I was saving up for Donkey Konga drums.
Yeah, I gotta save up for Donkey Konga drums. They're probably gonna be like the same price, so at this point I might as well get that.
Watch them be like, all right, watch them be $25, and you have to slide a Joy-Con into each bongo.
It's just gonna be Labo. You're just gonna make cardboard bongos.
Totally.
Yeah, dude, like a full cardboard keyboard.
Yeah.
That'd just be actually kind of dope.
They have a cardboard piano, so why not?
That's true. This is a lot more keys than like their 8-key piano.
Yo, if they release
also-
a keyboard though, we can finally get Typing of the Dead on Switch the way it's meant to be played.
What about Rock of the Dead? Why is no one talking about that game?
Because no one liked that game.
True.
That game's weird.
you were
Yep.
you were gonna say good, but you couldn't commit to it. You
No,
couldn't commit.
that's a weird game. I own that game.
Okay.
It's a weird game.
Sure.
I just want people to think about, the important rhythm games like Rock Revolution.
Yeah.
I saw a video today confirmed Burnout Paradise has a girlfriend from Avril
Good.
Lavigne in it.
Yeah.
So,
No, I thought
How many versions? How many versions?
well, there's only one last time.
Oh, 'cause I'm thinking of the PS2 one that had like 4 different versions.
Okay.
they said that they have all the licensing and stuff still for like all the music.
I
hope
didn't know
so.
that.
I hope so.
Yeah, you hope they have that awful soundtrack?
No, somebody said that they had that whole like it's going to be the exact same. I hope it's the exact same.
Cool. Yep. All right. This is probably the funniest news of the week. Inside is getting a collector's edition. Did you guys see this? This is everywhere.
No.
All right. They are teaming up with a sex doll maker for a $375 collector's edition. They're
Okay.
also teaming up with I Am 8-Bit.
Wait.
Let me read you what you get for $375.
It's too early for April Fools. This is too early for April Fools. Come on now.
Inside and Limbo developer Playdead is teaming up with I Am 8-Bit and Real Doll. Yes, that company that makes life-size sex dolls and other sex toys for a collector's edition that's full of mystery. The $375 package includes a physical copy of Inside for the PlayStation 4, Steam codes for Inside and Limbo, and according to I Am 8-Bit, other stuff.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't say
It's not
other
clear
stuff.
what Real Doll's part in the collaboration is just yet. The parties involved are keeping the contents of the collector's edition a mystery. We will not tell you what it is. The product listing on I Am 8-Bit's store reads, maybe it's what you're thinking. Maybe it's not. We can confirm that there are several items included, one of which is a PlayStation 4 game disc. The rest is up for speculation. To put things in perspective, Real Doll makes sex toys that start at $4,000.
Right. Sure.
Pre-orders for this mysterious Inside Collector's Edition go live today at 7 a.m. Hopefully you got one. And they end tomorrow at midnight. So you still have a chance.
Oh, this thing's speculating perhaps there's a fleshy body horror toy inside. And now that I'm thinking about it, that could be kind of cool. With that weird, like, fake skin. Oh, weird. Oh.
Keep in mind, it's not going to be super expensive. It's not compared to their usual stuff.
Right, exactly. So, like, Real Doll could, probably make it of whatever scraps they have laying around.
You won't get this until the first quarter of 2019. So just in time for Bowser's Inside Story to come out on your 3DS. So you can preoccupy your hands while you're fucking this thing. I don't know. I don't know what I was going with that.
So dumb.
While you're fucking this thing.
Whatever this is. Who knows?
Story. Yeah, all right.
That's what the real Bowser's Inside Story is.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, shit.
There we go. I found the
2019.
joke. 2019.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll learn what this is. I don't know. That was a weird story. Last story. This is just kind of a public service announcement. You can now get those coin discounts on the eShop by registering your games or whatever. I saw a real quick conversion.
1 gold coin is 1 US cent.
Yeah. So if you buy $1,200 worth of games on the eShop or $6,000 worth of physical Switch games within 1 year, you can get a free $60 game on the eShop.
Sweet.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and also keep in mind the coins expire after a year, so you got to make sure you use them within a year.
Yep. So those are the numbers you have to hit. Keep that in mind. They actually did mention some of this on the Nintendo Direct. We forgot to mention that. They gave us a quick reminder about that. Thank you, Nintendo.
Yeah. Thanks, Nintendo.
Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks, I am 8-Bit.
Yeah. Thanks, Real Doll.
Thanks, Real Doll. Gift that keeps on giving.
Yep.
Let's go on to some questions.
All right.
If you guys want to send questions in, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter. We have the Facebook group, we have the Discord channel, and we have John's P.O. Box. Paul, did you say you were going to take this first one?
Yeah, I'll take this first one. So, Tea Party Cthulhu wrote in and said, "Hey, TDP crew, trivia time. With the release of Puyo Puyo Tetris on PC, and thus the death of any and all Puyo players out there by the hands of keyboard Tetris players like me, sorry to anyone I've destroyed online with my clug, I've been having Puyo on the mind. And boy, does this series have a lot of lovable and weird characters. Your question, besides any characters that were a main protagonist or antagonist of a Puyo game, what character has appeared in the most Puyo games? Note, this is not counting the Monogatari series where Puyo characters originated from, but does count the side games. I'm also not counting Puyo Puyo Touch. There are many characters in that are in the game's coding as playable but don't actually appear. Also, it's impossible to play now. And as always, the answer is at the bottom of the email, which I don't have open yet.
None of us are going to know this answer.
I mean, we're going to guess.
Hang on. I have a pretty good answer. That fish guy?
It's the only person I can think of is like the weird orange rabbity character. I can't think of his name even, but that might count as a main character for all I know.
Well, here's a list of who this discounts in case you don't know them.
Okay, good.
Oh, wait,
I know all
you know
their
what?
names. This will be helpful.
Next time you go this deep in something, maybe give us a list of who is counted in it instead that we can guess from.
Like a multiple choice?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
No, like if he gave us like 20 names, at least I could pick one at random and see if I won. You know?
Okay. Well, there's. Hang on. I'll tell you the names. There's Fish Guy, Dog Doctor, Whiny Girl, and Clyde from Pac-Man.
Wow. All right, so it discounts Amity, Arl, Carbuncle, Ecolo, Satan, Shezo, Rafina, Sig, Clug, Popoy, Rafizzle, Ringo, you and Ray, Meguro.
We got like 4 of these
O'Share,
games over here. Come
Bones,
on.
Draco,
Also,
and Rulu.
I'm calling bullshit. You made up half those names, and you wanted to see if we would realize it.
And guess what? We don't. We don't realize it. I'm going to guess.
Carbuncle is definitely one of a character. I remember that. I don't know who that one was.
Okay. I'm going to guess Clyde from Pac-Man, as Sean puts it.
Yeah, I'll stick with Whiny Girl.
Okay.
Dr. Robotnik.
All right.
Yeah,
nice.
that's a good one. Also, he gives us a hint in case this was too hard.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, so super helpful hint.
Please.
Too.
There are 2 characters tied for this role. One is quite infamous for their stacking style.